The biggest trap of goal chasing. Now, the key word here is chasing. What I'm not saying is that you shouldn't go after various goals. You shouldn't try and achieve goals. That is not what I'm saying. Goals are great. I have many of them. I have a whole strategy to accomplish them in a given window of time. I have big plans surrounding goals, and I think everybody should. I think it's a healthy thing. However, the biggest trap relative to goals is in the chasing of them. Now, there's a big difference in the pursuit of a goal in a healthy way and the pursuit of a goal in a neurotic way, in an unhealthy way where you chase the goal and you're always running after it. And you kind of have horse blinders on. Like if you think about running a race, you're chasing the finish line, or maybe you're chasing the person in front of you. You have these horse blinders on to everything else going on outside. And the only thing on your mind is accomplishing this goal of finishing the race. And you're going to be done in a few hours, and then the rest of the world comes back into your field of vision. Well, there's a bit of a trap that people tend to fall into. And it's actually something that many people will tell you is a good idea in our culture, in this like hustle culture that we have today, that you should have the horse blinders on, that your goals should be the only thing on your mind. But this is a huge trap, because if you have blinders on constantly and you just have an obsession over this goal, life is passing you by while you chase something that in your mind is within reach, it's in front of you, but you're still chasing it. You're still not present. The only thing in your mind that you're putting value on is in the future. And that dismisses the value of presence that's here and now always. You're always looking past what is currently going on around you. And everything is about prioritizing the future. Now, it's a good idea to plan ahead and set goals and prioritize goals even. But if you are so fixated on them, the only thing that you are optimizing for in your life is in the future, not only are you missing the present, but even when you get that goal, you're going to have this habit of pushing the good life, the good stuff in your mind ahead of you. In the future. That's where the good stuff is. It's in the future. You're working so hard to accomplish this thing in the future so that in the future you can live the good life, that you're missing out on the fact that even if you choose to work hard and pursue goals right now, which is a good idea, you can live the good life in the present as well. There's that age-old cliche that the joy is in the journey. That's how you should feel relative to your goals. Sure, it's going to feel good to accomplish them also, but your goals should feel good while you're pursuing them as well. And if they don't, at least most of the time, then I would argue that you've prioritized the wrong goals. They shouldn't feel like a hassle, a drag, the overwhelming majority of the time. They should feel exciting. They should feel fulfilling, even while you're in pursuit of them. There's a good story that exemplifies the teaching that I'm getting at here about chasing your goals and always placing the value in what could be in the future rather than enjoying the present. And it goes like this. So there's a businessman and a fisherman. And the businessman sees the fisherman come back from the water with his boat with a bunch of fish. And he says, "Wow, that's a lot of fish. How long did it take you to catch those?" He says, "Oh, only a short while." He goes, "Well, and then what do you do?" He says, "Well, I take the fish back to my family. It's enough to feed my family. And then I play with my children. I spend time with my wife. And then I go into town, hang out with my friends and have a drink. And we play some music and sing and dance and have a good time." And the businessman says, "I have an idea for you. Why don't you spend more time catching fish? That way you can be more successful." He goes, "And then what?" He goes, "And then you can eventually buy more boats and you can manage a whole fleet and have a whole operation, and then you can sell the fish to the whole town and you can be super successful. And he said, and then what? And he said, well, then you can spend time with your kids and your wife and your friends, singing and playing music and dancing. And the fisherman said, but that's already what I'm doing now. So the moral of that story is that the fisherman, although not seen as traditionally successful in the eyes of a businessman, already had such a good quality of life and was already doing what he enjoyed. He enjoyed fishing. He would just fish for a little bit just to get what he would need. And then he would spend his time doing what he wanted. And so many people lose sight of the fact, especially in Western culture, that that's actually more attainable than you might think. Everybody has their eye on the prize of a really big home, more space than they probably would ever really need, and so much wealth that they could have a couple investment properties and then they can retire and do what they want. In my early 20s, I spent time making these YouTube videos, training jiu-jitsu, working just enough to pay my bills and save a little bit, building skills so that I can have more stable income and revenue streams in the future, doing what I really care about. But then I had a lot of spare time to enjoy myself in the parks with some friends playing sports. I'd often frequent the beach in the summer months. And I had a lot more spare time than your average individual in society, and I would spend it on self-development, meditation, relaxation. I feel like your average person is very overworked, burnt out. So yes, I was pursuing these goals, right? I have a goal, black belt by 30. I have a goal to grow this YouTube channel and grow my coaching practice. But that doesn't mean that I'm completely tunnel visioned on only those things and that's all I'm doing. And I'm not allowing myself to enjoy life in the meantime. Even if I didn't have as much leisure time, I would still allow myself to be present with my environment and enjoy the work while I'm doing it, enjoy the journey, and not just have my eye on the prize in the future, so much so that everything I'm doing is going to serve me in the future. It is going to serve me in the future, but it also serves me in the present. And I can feel the fulfillment as I do the work because I'm present enough to enjoy it. And I don't just have this tunnel vision on the prize at the end of the tunnel. So this is a problem that can really be solved by more presence and a little bit more of a recontextualization of the fact that you can enjoy life here and now. No matter how far away you think your goals are, no matter how hard you think you have to work towards them. Now, if your goals don't involve you doing work that you're passionate about and that you care about, that's a different story. That might require some redesigning. But otherwise, don't wait until later to enjoy life, even if your goals are still a little bit far away. You can enjoy life now too. So this is something that is relevant, whether you're super successful, whether you are in pursuit of being super successful, or whether you just have a lot of big goals on the horizon. This is relevant to you. Okay, so make sure you allow yourself to enjoy the here and now. More presence. Perhaps you need to be practicing some meditation if that's not already something you do, to allow yourself to feel the joy that is currently here for you to feel. That's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you give yourself permission to be happy no matter how far away your goals are or how close they are or if they're already here. Be sure to check out the description below for a couple free resources that I have for you guys. There's a free life audit workbook. There's also a link to a free coaching call with me if you want to work one-on-one. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to check out the link in the description down below. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.